this was supposed to be a Brutal Legend video.
Like us playing it.
It says. Yeah, we need a different thing. That's why. Because this is formatted for games.
What's that?
Isn't that dumb?
Yeah. Well, I can't talk about Brutal Legend. It's been like 6 years since I last played it, probably.
Yeah. Welcome to Kake Time. I'm Jake, and this is Kayla, my girlfriend. And today we're talking about video games. How did you play it first?
My brother played the demo when the demo first came out, and I thought it looked really cool. And I don't know, I listened to a lot of music still from the game. I remember I couldn't beat Ophelia in the final fight. I had to have Kenny do it for me, but I could beat Diviculus. I just was really bad at driving the car. I was really bad at all the car driving parts.
Yeah, I would just drive around the car. That was how I played most of the game. I was just driving around. I wasn't doing side missions or playing the story. Mm-hmm. I would just drive the fucking thing all around the map. I thought it was fun.
I liked to try and go and ride every animal.
Oh yeah, I forgot you even do that.
Yeah, there's this really cool thing. It looks like a weird horse, but on its like legs are wooden, and then it has like a guillotine on its back legs. And you can ride that thing. It's hard to get to it, but you can get it to kneel so you can ride it. It's really fucking cool.
That is cool.
Did you ever do the quest for the like bat people?
I don't know.
It was weird. They're in like a cave and they have like people faces and they're bats. You have to go clear out the cave for them so they can have their home back. For some reason, my brain is telling me that the father bat's voice is Ozzy Osbourne, but I don't think it is because it wouldn't make sense to have him as the guy who upgrades your cars. I forget what he's called. And then also a bat.
Yeah.
But he could be. Because it makes sense since he bit the head off a bat.
I remember Ozzy being in it, and I would go and talk to him and just scroll through his shit and try and get all of his voice lines to play.
Yeah, I would listen to all his dialogue too.
I remember I never owned Brutal Legend. I just borrowed it from... I borrowed it from him, and I played the shit out of it, and my Xbox 360 would let me play other music, like if I just had music on there from like a CD or whatever.
Yeah, I did that too.
And I would listen to Escape the Fate while playing Brutal Legend. Like I'd drive around fucking playing This War Is Ours.
That's fun.
In the Druid Plow.
Yeah.
And just fucking ram into shit and fucking go off jumps.
Yeah.
And I got all the upgrades like as soon as I could. I just love that car.
Yeah, the car is fun to drive, but I suck at it, I sucked at it. I got better because I played the game through like 5 or 6 times. When it was like the missions where you had to like kill enemies and like protect the bus or get there faster than enemies, I sucked at those. Yeah. But I did like driving around in the car. It's great.
I remember I played a lot of it, and I played a lot in the car. I remember the game, like, halfway through changes into a different type of game, because instead of just running around his name Eddie, right? Instead of running around as him and hitting shit, all of a sudden it's more about controlling.
Like an army.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so the thing is that throughout the game, you have to do stage shows to beat bosses specifically, usually. And as you go, you play stage shows, you get more fans, so you can get more people for your little army to fight with, and you recruit more guys to fight with, so...
Yeah, I remember doing that.
So when you first start, you only have, like...
The headbangers.
And the razor girls, and the motorcycle guys. So
I don't even remember them. I remember the headbangers.
Yeah.
I finished the game, I just don't remember most of this shit.
I think those were the first 3 you get. So the first thing is to be able to have any, like, people to fight with. So you go on missions to recruit them before you start doing stage shows.
I remember thinking about how fucking cool the menu of the game was.
Yeah, because it's the vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And like he spins it around and opens it and shit. Like I love all that. I would also like to have a physical Brutal Legend vinyl like that. That thing's cool.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if they exist though.
They should.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if they did.
Yeah, I really like the art direction of the game. Just all the extra cartoony stuff like that. Extra spiky spikes, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And like extra, like his axe, whatever it's called, it's like just so jagged and like stylized.
Well, I like that you can get different versions of his axe too.
You can?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
The ones I specifically remember is there's like a fire version and there's a Sea of Black Tears version. So it has the same effect as like what Ophelia has following her, that black inky stuff.
Yeah, that sounds kind of familiar.
I used that one because I had a huge crush on Ophelia, so
Same.
I loved her, dude. But yeah, so I used the Black Tears one a lot. And I would just like, because I liked Ophelia so much that like a lot of time I also put into the game was just playing against the computer, because you could just set up stage shows. Because because I wanted to be Ophelia, like I wanted to play as her. So I would just like hit random and I would either fight Drowning Doom, Tainted Coil, Ironhead, so I could fight against Ophelia too. But so I would just do that all the time and play as the Drowning Doom. I had a crush on Ophelia and I liked their stage is a fucking like haunted mansion looking thing.
Yeah.
And everyone's all undead.
Does she have her car?
Yeah, she has a hearse.
Yeah, I thought so. I can picture sort of some of this, but like I probably played the game in 2010.
Mm-hmm. I played it when it came out, but I played it a lot over the years after that too. Yeah, when she first shows up as like the Drowning Doom Ophelia, she's like, I got my own ride and there's a seat for you in the back, and it's like the coffin area for Eddie.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then Betrayal by Lita Ford plays. I fucking still love that song because of that.
I don't even know what that is.
It starts out with like and I was like, wow, it fits so well. It's probably because they wrote the Sea of Black Tears based off that. I love that game. I remember hating trying to catch the big like beast things, and they're like cat gorillas. And like the warrior chicks ride them usually, but before you meet the warrior chicks, you and Lita have to try and catch them, because you have to ride with the fire baron and he'll like light a fire and like do a circle, and then that's how you incapacitate them. And like I said, I was bad at driving, so I had a really hard time with that mission. I remember the shit sucked. That whole area is really cool though, so yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I don't remember nothing. I remember the ending. I was all pissed because like you do all the fucking hard work the whole game, and then what's his fuck gets all the credit. Yeah, I hated that shit.
Yeah,
I mean I get that's like the point.
Yeah,
but I still didn't like it. I was like, come on, man, I'm the fucking rock star. I did all that shit.
Yeah, he dies really early too, because he dies after the hair guy. I forget what he's called. He's like General something.
General Crozier.
That's all my brain will bring up too. And I remember, it's funny because he just has like a glam rock version of your army, like what your army's at so far. He's not a team you can fight against in like the online thing, which is what I did, except not with other people.
I kind of remember that guy.
Yeah, he flies with his hair.
Yeah.
That's another mission I distinctly remember, is because after you beat him, you have to try and get out of his area in the car, and the Tainted Coil are dropping these gigantic monsters and everything's like crashing and falling apart. I sucked at driving. I did it eventually. There's like lore things you can go and find. You have to like free these like statues, and then you can like watch a little thing and it'll tell you the history of that world. I never finished that. I tried to, but I could never get it. I was pretty young, so I was having a hard time, but like you have to go and find all the statues. It's hard.
Yeah, wow. I wish I remembered more about the game, but I've only played it once. Like, Alice to Madness Returns. Only played that once at your house. And I played through the whole fucking game. Finished it.
I remember I was just in there like...
I finished it like 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah, it was so late, and I had to drive you home, and I was just in there like... You were like, I'm gonna beat it tonight, and I was like, no, you're not. And then you stayed and beat it, and I was just like... But I mean, I wasn't like, alright, get your fucking shit, let's go. So, you know, can't be too mad.
Yeah, it was fun. I think that game's probably better if you pace it out, because like sprinting through the whole thing like I did, you really notice parts of the game feeling repetitive. And it's like, yeah, well, maybe if you only played like a world a day instead of every world within a couple of hours.
Yeah, there's like 5 worlds or something.
Yeah, I like the art direction of that game too. It's very cool.
That's why I like following the creator. If you guys like Alice Madness Returns, go follow the creator and support their like Patreon and stuff, so we can get a new game sooner.
Yeah.
On Instagram, it's like American McGee.
I'm pretty sure Game Informer had Alice the Madness Returns as a cover, and that's how I knew about it. But I might be wrong about that.
I think I just saw it in a store or something.
Because, like, most people I know don't know what the fuck that game is. Yeah. My sister's, like, seen the game, but she's never played it or knows anyone who plays it. I'd seen it around and I was like, oh, that looks cool. And then you had it. And then I played that whole fucking thing.
It's great. I love it. I got it as a Christmas present, and I was really excited because it was, like, my first Xbox game. Because, like, Brutal Legend was Kenny's, but he was playing through it all in one night, and I was trying to pull an all-nighter with him, but I fell asleep at the end. So I was like, well, I want to know what happened. So I went and played through it, which is a good thing because that really sparked me wanting to play games more.
Really?
Yeah. And then I don't know how I saw Alice the Madness Returns. I think maybe my brother showed it to me or something, but I got it for Christmas and I was really excited. And for a really long time, we like only had our DSs and then we had the Xbox, and like that was all I had to play games on. And like the only games I really played was Alice the Madness Returns, Brutal Legend, and then later I got Lollipop Chainsaw. For a really long time, I just went in between Brutal Legend and Alice the Madness Returns. So I know both of those games pretty well.
Lollipop Chainsaw was gonna do in one night, but
You
that shit
barely
got
played it.
way too repetitive way too quickly.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but I mean, I love Poekmon, and that's pretty repetitive.
It is. I don't know. I guess there's like no, I could have tried playing it on harder difficulty or something, but like certain games, it's like there's more you can learn and stuff. And like with Lollipop Chainsaw, I felt like, oh, I've already gotten all I can get out of this combat system, and I've only played through like 45 minutes of this game.
Usually for me, if
I could be wrong though.
I don't remember. I've only played it like once or twice.
Special guest.
Yeah.
She's trying to figure out how to get to us.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
If I like the concept of the game a lot, I won't notice something like that. But if the game doesn't have a strong concept to me and it's repetitive, then I'll probably notice and not like it.
I just try every once in a while to ask myself if I'm having fun while playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go no, then I usually just stop playing the game until thinking about it seems fun again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I stop playing Carrion sometimes, because it's blinding me that you turned the chair. Thank you. So I stopped playing Carrion sometimes is because...
You ask yourself if you're having fun, and the answer is no. That's fair. Yeah, I was surprised that you didn't, like, finish it in a day, because I was kind of expecting you to.
That's what happened with Lollipop Chainsaw. I was like, am I having fun? And I was like, no, not really. So I stopped playing it. I liked the concept, and I liked the characters, and I thought it was funny, but it wasn't enough to keep me playing.
Oh, that's fair.
And sometimes I don't ask myself that question for a long time, and that's how I end up playing games I don't like, because I don't think about if I actually am enjoying myself. Because I'll play Skyrim for hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm like, am I even having fun anymore? I've done all this shit. I'm just grinding for the sake of being able to grind.
More better.
Yeah. So that's how I have hundreds and hundreds of hours in Skyrim.
Yeah.
But like, it's sad when it's a game like I really love, like Terraria or Terraria. I say Terraria, forgive me.
Terraria.
Like, I love Terraria a lot, but I finished it a bunch of times, and then I stopped playing it because I wasn't having fun anymore, and I was like, this is sad. And then that update came out, and it was Journey's End, and it was really cool, and I played through it all, and then I was like, okay, I'm not having fun anymore, so I'm done with this game. And I took a little headstone, so you get a headstone every time you die, and I wrote, rest in peace, my interest for Terraria. And I took all my gear I was holding, and I threw it down my elevator, and then I've never played the game since then.
Jeez.
I had a little cemetery for my interest in that game.
Yeah.
A little funeral.
A little send-off.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I haven't reached that point with Pokemon Heartgold.
Yeah.
Because I'm still playing that.
Yeah, I love my Soulsilver game. Put so many hours into that. I mean, like I really didn't have a direction like what you were doing, but I was just like playing and like I think leveling my team mostly last time I was playing it. Cause I didn't really have like level 100s, so I think my first level 100 was my Dragonite.
I think I only have one level 100 in my Heartgold game, maybe two. I don't know. It's really fucking hard to get Pokemon to level 100 without switching them to Diamond or Pearl or Platinum.
Yeah, and I don't like doing that because it brings their happiness down. The way I got Dragonite through was I literally just beat the entire Elite Four plus the champion with him, like over and over again, just him.
Even fucking doing the gym leader rematches is still so fucking slow trying to grind XP to get Pokemon leveled up high. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So the fastest way I've found is trading them to, I have Diamond, so I trade the Pokemon to Diamond, and I have the Lucky Egg, which I got from Chansey, and that gives an EXP bonus. That gives an EXP bonus. Then I take them to that island in Diamond with really high level Pokemon and Heatrans there.
Oh, yeah.
They raise a lot faster there, but they have to be to the level where they can actually fight those Pokemon, because if they're not, then they die.
It just gets stomped on.
But I don't really have to raise Pokemon to that high of level really anymore, except for like the pseudo legendaries, which I think I have all of those now.
Which ones are the pseudo legendaries?
Tyranitar,
Okay, Metagross.
Dragonite.
So those are the pseudo legendaries up until 5th gen. So
Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamander,
Salamence.
Metagross, Salamancer, Garchomp, And I don't know any of these last four.
Well, I have that in my black and white game. I didn't know that one was a pseudo-legendary. I've seen the pre-evolution of that one a bunch, and I was just like... That's funny. That one shoots the baby versions of itself out of it, like it's got a little rocket.
That's funny.
Yeah, and this one I've never seen before, and I would never catch. You would never. No, I just think it's ugly.
It is pretty weird. I like its first form.
Yeah, its first form is pretty cute. I like this Pokemon.
When Sword and Shield came out, I loved the starters. And then their evolutions were really ugly.
Yeah, I thought so too. I fucking love this Pokemon.
Drampa.
Yeah. When I finally was able to catch that thing in Moon, I was like, yeah. But now I gotta get to that part again so I can catch him again in Ultrasun. So I'm excited to do that eventually. My brain's pretty stuck on crocheting right now, though. Crochet?
I'm going to make a video about the Binding of Isaac just because I want to explain. I want to do like a how deep the rabbit hole goes basically on the game and explain just how much it takes to 100% it. Games are important to me.
Yeah, me too.
And I couldn't play them for a long time. My mom would only let me play video games for 1 hour a day.
That's tragic.
And then she made me go outside. If I was inside, I wasn't allowed to play video games, so I would like find places to hide to play my DS. So my mom saw me playing my DS, she'd tell me to go outside.
Jeez.
And I didn't have internet until high school.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And then it was slow internet too.
Yeah. Video games were like the only thing to do, you know? Like you can only go outside and climb a tree 140 times before it gets old. Yeah, like I would just have single player video games and I would play imaginary shit playing them, you know?
Yeah.
Like I had Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets video game, and I would just run around pretending I was like some supervillain, and I would cast spells on fucking random people, hurt them. Flipendo. Flipendo's the name of a spell. That's in none of the movies. It's like your basic attack spell. I think in one of the games, Expelliarmus is a shield for some reason. The games are just all over the place. But you know what's cool? In like the game for like the 6th or 7th movie, they have like a whole Hogwarts you can walk around with like the moving staircases and stuff.
That's cool.
And it's like movie accurate. Like it's really fucking cool. It's not just like some whimsical, oh, look at this wacky Hogwarts we made, like how the 2nd and 3rd games were. Like it looks good. And then you control your wand with the right stick. So if you push the right stick up, you raise your wand. And that's how you learn spells, is different gestures.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. But like the game before that, the Goblet of Fire, is like the worst out of all the games because it's just like a collection of like 4 mini games and they fucking suck.
I never played any of the Harry Potter games.
A couple of them are pretty good. I liked the 2nd one a lot. In the 2nd one, you can fly around your broom all over the outside of Hogwarts. Cool. And then the 3rd one, you can ride a hippogriff, which is also really cool. It's basically the same thing as the 2nd one, but like there's more movement, there's more places you can go. Currency is Birdie Bots every flavor beans. If you run around and find beans, you can trade beans for the famous witches and wizards cards, and then like collecting those was the whole thing. I like those games.
Sounds cool.
But like I would just replay single player games over and over again. I didn't have online shit, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I still, to this day, don't really like playing online at all.
Yeah, I've never been big on it either.
Just like, yeah, I'll have my own fun. I'll be bad at video games on my own time.
Yeah. But yeah, the thesis of this video is video games are good and you should let your children play them.
Yep. Unless your child is like the one I watched. That 13-year-old that shot his mom 22 times. That I told you about this morning.
Yeah, that's already left my brain. Already in the vault, that one.
Part of the reason he did it is because his mom took away his Call of Duty game.
Play video games, baby!
Yeah. I used to only want to play Poekmon and watch live streams on Saturday nights. I don't like it anymore, but that's what I did when I was like in middle and high school. Late middle school, early high school. Like my friends would be like, oh, you want to hang out? I'm like, no. And then I would stay home and watch live streams and play Pokemon. And that's all I would do. And then when I did decide to go out on Saturday nights, I would be like, damn, I'm missing the live stream.
Yeah, I have never been able to enjoy people live streaming. Some of my fucking, like my YouTube friend, PapaSage, shout out PapaSage, I watch his live streams every once in a while, but like, I watch for like 20-30 minutes usually, and then I bail, because it's like, he's entertaining, he can handle a live stream.
Yeah.
I just don't have the attention span for it.
What I typically do when watching anything is just put it on while I'm doing something else.
I've watched like one Joopis live stream, and same thing, I bailed like 20 minutes in or something.
Yeah, it's kind of hit or miss for me if I bail early or not.
Challenger Andy, I check in on his live streams every once in a while to see if he's beaten
Gundyr.
Gundyr Gale yet, but he has not.
Yeah.
Shout out Challenger Andy.
I think I want to try play Bloodborne on stream at some point.
Do it.
Because I'll be bad at it, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that instead of Dark Souls, since I've already played a lot of Dark Souls. It's been over like a couple years span, but...
Bloodborne's pretty hard.
I know.
It's not as hard as Sekiro, but...
I remember trying to bitch slap that werewolf at the beginning to death, and I got the death.
We could and should make other videos where we just talk about games. Subscribe, please.
We're desperate.
Like and comment. That's it. Video over.
Go away.
Thanks for stopping by. I have AIDS.